And the players getting themselves into game mode with the tip-off just moments away. Welcome, everyone, to a great Sunday night with the NBA here on 2K Sports. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Minnesota Timberwolves going up against the Golden State Warriors here in Chase Center. This is Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And joining us courtside, reporter David Aldridge. And now we've got a chance to check out multiple seasons of assist numbers. And what has been the trend for Draymond Green?
And the trend that he's going through with his assist numbers dropping over the past few years isn't a good one. I don't want to say he's become a more selfish player because that's too harsh, but he's become a little too concerned about finding his own shot rather than creating for his teammates. He may want to rethink that.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniel. Rudy Gobert is out there with Randall, and it's Conley in at the point guard position. And for the Warriors, out on the perimeter, it's Podziemski and Wiggins. Up front, it's Green at the 4 with Jackson Davis at the 5. And it's Curry in at the 1. Edwards. You know, Greg, so often we talk about depth, but how important is it for these teams to possess it?
Yeah, especially with the amount of injuries we see happen every season. It's so critical that teams have players that are ready to step up and produce and really allow you to not have to change the way you play.
Pass to Podziemski. Now Jackson Davis. A three-pointer off the mark. Now here's Edwards. He's defended by Podziemski. Edwards, good. Edwards got the first points up on the board here for the Timberwolves.
Agile move off the contact by Edwards, getting to his shot despite the difficult defense.
Here's Podziemski. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. And it's Conley with the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They come in fresh off a win against the Warriors.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
Even with all that noise, when they had the ball, it never rattled them. Their offense was in tune like it was a home game.
And he's a true inside-out threat. Edwards wants to score from everywhere on the floor.
Here's Curry. 23 points for him the last game against Minnesota.
Okay, look, when you play aggressively, you can really get to the line. Just ask them. A cold start for them. 3 shots, 3 misses. Good thing it's early.
Now Edwards. After the missed 3 from Stephen Curry.
Flying high, Anthony Edwards, ladies and gents, cleared for takeoff.
Warriors have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Pass to Podziemski. And here's Wiggins. Drills the three-pointer.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And when you think about Andrew Wiggins, championship level.
Oh, my goodness.
Man.
Oh, my. What a huge flush by Edwards, showing off right now.
Awesome rewind courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. The Warriors have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Wiggins outside. It's stolen by Randall. Back to Conley. Outside Edwards. Here's McDaniels. Good on the triple.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Jonathan Kuminga. He's checked in for Golden State. And a change for the Timberwolves. DiVincenzo's checked in. Here's Kuminga. He's coming off a 13-point game against Minnesota. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, a couple of seasons ago, Steph Curry first brought out the night-night when he put a team away. Asked about his inspiration, he said, "I have no idea. I don't choreograph any of that stuff. I was just having fun." You know how kids' bedtime routines are important? It's the final signal for a job well done that day. Kevin?
Well said. He is a 1 of 1, B.A. Now Podziemski, following the miss by Julius Randle from deep. And the Warriors miss again. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. DiVincenzo kicks to Edwards. Gobert with a screen on Wiggins. They get it again. Another shot. And Gobert with the lay-in.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And here's Curry, who brings it up for the Warriors. It's a 10-point game. 1:06 left to play here in the first. 6 on the shot clock, and it falls over the rim and in.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Conley kicks to Gobert. Here's Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
It also allows them to play inside out, which will make them even more difficult to defend.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
The Warriors shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
Only shooting 71 really on the season, so there is plenty of room for improvement.
And the first one at the line is good. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Reed, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. McDaniels comes in for Julius Randle. Joe Ingles, he's checked in for Edwards. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for Mike Conley. It's stolen by Green. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. To the left wing, Kuminga finds Hield. Back to Kuminga. Green taking his time here. And it's Green slamming it down.
Draymond with the assertiveness off the drive.
A floater. DiVincenzo passes to Reed. Now here's DiVincenzo. Over Hield. Beats the buzzer. Wow!
Yeah, that's just an amazing play to get that ball off in time.
Talk about being poised under pressure. Big time shot from him there.
And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Timberwolves lead by 9. Live from Chase Center, you're watching 2K Sports. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
I've really been impressed with how aggressive they've been inside, looking to capitalize from the paint whenever they can.
Oh, man, their mid-range jumper also has been on fire. Tough to beat a group of guys shooting with that much confidence.
The post pair for them. It's Green and Looney. Then it's Kuminga. Then it's Hield. And it's Waters in at the shooting guard. That's the Warriors' 5. Now here's Kuminga. Can't hit from 12.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Ingles finds Reed. Back to Ingles. And he lays it straight in. Ingles has got the lead up to 13 now for the Timberwolves.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Ingles against Kuminga. Pass to Waters. 5 to shoot. The 3 ball. Good on the 3-point shot. Waters got himself on the board with 3 there.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
McDaniels sets a screen for DiVincenzo. Hits it from three-point range. RJ, for the few teams already suffering big-time injuries, how do they keep up their spirits? How do they keep going?
I feel like the term next man up is overused, but what it comes down to is you need to have faith in the guys you have available.
Pass to Hield. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Timberwolves leading by 13. Reed with it, defended by Looney. On the wing, DiVincenzo. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised that it ended up going their way with the miss.
Kuminga with a wide open look. Sinks the three-pointer.
If you give a shooter of his skill an opening like this, he's going to take it every time.
Reed the pass to Alexander Walker. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. Have a look at the stats for Buddy Hield.
His effective field goal percentage, a favorite stat of the analytics crowd, has been on the way down over his past 10 games. His game isn't as well-rounded as it needs to be.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Trace Jackson-Davis is checked in for Green. And it's Stephen Curry in for Jonathan Kuminga. Gobert's checked in for Minnesota. Edwards comes in for Joe Ingles. And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. We'll take a look at the Warriors. They're sixth best right now, looking to make a move up in the standings. And, of course, Minnesota, right on their tail, vying to move up and take over if they get the chance.
I think for Minnesota, they've shown me some very good things this season. But that next step, those qualities that could make them true contenders, just haven't been there.
And the clock is ticking for them to make that push. It's looking like they'll be fighting for a spot in the play-in.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
RJ, with how well Curry continues to play, I'm not sure his three-point record will ever be broken.
It's going to be tough to do. But even if it does, I think Steph will still be regarded as the best shooter we have ever seen, simply because how he changed the game.
Here's Hield. Rudy Gobert picking up that last basket. Edwards against Hield. Three-pointer. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Edwards. Strong move inside by Edwards.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Curry against DiVincenzo. Curry looking it over. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. 1:22 left in the first half of the game. Here's Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
And we are seeing tonight why Edwards was selected first overall. Anthony has a special ability to score.
DiVincenzo against Curry. Pass to Waters from the arc. Anthony Edwards with the rebound. Timberwolves leading by 15. High post, Gobert. Up top, Edwards. Covered by Hield. Count it. Edwards got 16.
And it's really good to see Edwards knock down the mid-range jumper. He continues to work on becoming more consistent from that area.
Now, here's Looney. Scoreless thus far. And that's a foul called on Naz Reid. That is his first foul of the game. So both teams changing it up here. We've got 33 seconds left here in the second. Green finds Curry. Golden State moving it around. Podziemski with it. Looking to end the run. And no good.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Randall from outside. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet.
3 points.
Conley's got 3 assists in the game. Steps back. Here's Curry with the 3. No good that time. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Minnesota on top, delivering the blowout. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Steph, what do you think of your defense in the first half?
We were a step late, I think, and they made tough shots. We can't take away from that, but for the most part, we have to find a way to guard that line if they're knocking down shots to keep them out the game.
We'll see where the adjustments take you. Thanks, Steph. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
Welcome, everybody. This game revealing a big disparity in play. What a performance so far for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
And you look at the numbers. They're playing so well offensively. Nice flow. Only a few wasted possessions, guys.
And if they continue on this track, they're pulling away down the stretch. Mark my words.
All right, let's switch it over. See what the fans are posting on social media. All right, Shaq and Kenny, Darnell 4-Point Play asks, if you guys played in today's game, how many titles would you have at the end of your career?
Nearing double digits, I say. Just give me the ball down low. Let me do my thing, and we go all the way.
Well, I'm a little more optimistic. Me personally, I'd say probably 4 or 5, maybe more.
Well, that's only if you were on my team, Kenny, because you weren't. You wouldn't win any.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
Warriors trail by 20. And on the floor for Chris Finch as we get into the second half. Conley and Edwards are the guards. Julius Randle is out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's McDaniels in at the 3, the small forward. Now Conley after the missed 3 from Stephen Curry. Outside Edwards. Shoots over Podziemski. Shot clock at 6. Edwards, no good.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
Curry's shot is good. Curry's got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Warriors.
Not just a jump shooter. Curry is so creative at figuring out little ways to score inside.
For 3, Edwards. That's in, coming off an assist from Randle. Edwards got 19 points.
And he's made his mark on offense especially. They got to be thankful he's on their squad.
Curry finds Podziemski. Outside, Green. It's stolen by Edwards. Goes up and finished off by Edwards.
And you cannot deny Edwards' pure speed, running the floor like a man on a mission.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Some very valuable players right here. Big men who can create turnovers for their teammates inside. These are the power forwards and centers with the most assists in the past month. Third is Draymond Green.
And these are some of the most complete players in our league. I mean, they're not just traditional score and rebound big men. They can beat you with their passing as well.
The way they move the ball is tremendous. I love seeing that kind of pass work being done out of the post.
Making his size a factor. Wiggins does work in the paint.
The greatest shooter ever, Steph Curry. You played with him. What was it like seeing him day in and day out?
I had the pleasure of playing with Steph the first year he broke the NBA record for threes in a season. And when I tell you he was just scratching the surface, he was always looking to push the boundaries, to see what he can do, and to work at every aspect of his shooting.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for the Timberwolves. They'll face the Lakers after this one. That'll be at home. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. A move that likely helped the league's parity has been shortening max contract lengths. Commissioner Silver says, we used to refer to it as dead money, a star player toward those end years sitting on the bench. We've reduced max contracts to 5 years, and in some cases 6. This way, it moves to more pay for performance. Kevin?
I think, DA, that's a pretty good business decision. It's going to have nice ramifications. Outside, Edwards. Shoots over Podziemski. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Edwards got 12 points now in the quarter.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Curry dishes to Wiggins. And rejection by McDaniels. Conley kicks to Randall. McDaniels passes to Gobert. Randall with the ball. There's the triple. Doesn't go that time. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Podziemski with it. He gives a bit of a scoring lift to the team, averaging 8 points a game. Off target with his 3.
Yeah, that's a shame, because I'm not sure the defense will let him get a shot that good again very soon.
He gets it in there. Randall's got 5 points so far.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Timeout called the Warriors. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Nas Reed, he's checked in for Gobert. Joe Ingles comes in for McDaniels. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Edwards. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Mike Conley. Now here's Wiggins. He's got 5. And the Warriors miss again.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Wiggins against Ingles. Wants to get it to Reed, and does. 40 seconds left to play in the third. Nice defense from Kuminga. And there's the call on Nickeil Alexander-Walker. That is his first foul of the game. Anderson, he's checked in for Andrew Wiggins.
Now into the lineup for your Warriors, number 1, Kyle Anderson.
35 seconds left in the third quarter. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Kuminga dishes to Heel. Clock at 6. The shot that time, not on target.
Yeah, they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Clearly a foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. First free throw is good.
Dante DiVincenzo, 2 shots.
And so he hits both. 11 seconds left here in the third quarter. Healed outside to end the cold streak. No good on that one. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Minnesota on top, opening up a huge gap. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And a moment ago inside the huddle with head coach Steve Kerr.
Regain control. Come on now. Every pass, every possession, play with a purpose. We talked about this, all right? Solid plays every time. Right now, come on.
Oh, some fire in Coach Kerr's voice right there. Greg demanding his team kick it up a notch.
How about the intensity from the coach there? Less than happy with his team's effort right now.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. So with Wiggins sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. They've got Anderson. Also Kevon Looney out there. Jonathan Kuminga out there with Hield. And it's Waters in at the 2 guard. Here's Waters. That's a 2 from Hield. They get the rebound, and so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. And the Warriors making a change here. Spencer's checked in, and the Timberwolves also making a change. Minot's checked in. Here's Hield. Goes up off the inbound. Minnesota with the rebound. Reeves got rebound number 5 here tonight.
He's just basically a body out there right now, nothing else. The team is struggling, and he hasn't been able to help them out at all.
And a big part of perimeter defense, Greg, avoiding screens. What are some of the tricks of the trade in that regard?
Well, sometimes you have to get skinny. I mean, other times it's using your strength. A lot goes into it. Also, getting a cadence for the screener. It's one of the more challenging aspects of NBA defense.
Pass to Ingles. Here's Minot. Now here's DiVincenzo. There's the 3. Minot can't get it to go. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Down low, it's picked off. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Shoots over Kuminga. Minot, and there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
And I'll tell you, the energy they've shown in the open floor, boy, it has been terrific. Doing a phenomenal job converting in those situations.
And although he's undersized at his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
And it's in there.
How about that move? Is this guy special or what? Just love watching him operate inside.
Anderson outside. That's tipped. Here's Alexander Walker, covered by Hield. And it goes down 2 points.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Here's Spencer. Kuminga down low. Ingles covering.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
And that's his MO. Be physical, get in position for the putback, and throw it down. The defense got to know that's what he's looking to do.
And, Richard, you just get the feeling that Jonathan Kuminga is finally starting to hit his stride, don't you?
It is all about opportunity in this league, Kevin. With more playing time and scoring chances, Kuminga has really blossomed, and he is not done getting better.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. Warriors have gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the 4th quarter for them. Pass to Jackson Davis. On the wing, Green. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Nice feed inside. Saw the play develop and hit him right when he needed
to. DiVincenzo against Kerr. With the floater, here's Miller. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Minnesota.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And this will be a big win for them. Lucky win number 13 now in the bag.
And as we get set to put this one to bed, a one-sided season series thus far, they've won 2 straight.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Anthony Edwards.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
Curry against DiVincenzo. Here's Alexander Walker. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
Here's Kuminga, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
And you can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Too little, too late. That final score will look way closer than how this game actually played out.
Alexander Walker passes to Reed. The three-pointer is right on target.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Oh, road wins. They're just so sweet. They're just so sweet. You know why? Because they are so hard to come by.
Jackson Davis finds Kuminga. Green inside the three-point line, off on that one. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Rudy, another strong performance for you guys. How good is this team playing right now?
We're playing great. It's all about our defense. When we play defense, when we focus, we communicate, and after we get easy stuff on the offensive end.
Rudy, a great win. Congrats. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. So for our reporter, David Aldridge, and our analysts, Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. We thank you for watching tonight's game. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Anthony Edwards.
Make your hell gaming.